This is exercise 6 for the sketch offsets and fillet features lesson. Exercise 6 began by selecting an inch part template again, and I've already saved my file as lesson 6, exercise 6, and my name. Now I'll start by selecting the top plane and selecting sketch, and then I'm going to sketch a center rectangle. Next I'll use the fillet tool to fillet the corners of my rectangle, and then with the smart dimension tool I'm going to dimension the width of my rectangle to 3 inches and the height of my rectangle to 2 inches. I can now add a circle to the center point of each of my radiuses, and then I'll hold Control to select all 4 circles and apply an equal relationship. Lastly, I'll use a smart dimension to define the circles to be 1/4 inch in diameter. And I can now select Features and Boss Extrude and create my shape 2 inches tall. The next step is to select the top face and select Sketch and select Normal to. And then we're going to select Offset. We want to offset inwards at 1/4 inch. I'm going to select the Keep Visible icon and select OK. And then I'm going to offset each of my circles inwards at 1/4 inch as well. I'm doing this by selecting the circle and then making sure my arrow's to the outside of that circle and clicking to drop. I'll now simply select the Trim tool and remove the portions of the sketch that I don't need. Lastly, with a Fillet tool, I'm going to fillet those inside corners. You can see that my fillet tool is still 1/4 inch from my previous fillet. I'm just going to go ahead and double click that dimension and modify it to 1/8 of an inch, decimal 125, and you can see that all those fillets automatically updated. So with that sketch complete, I can create a feature. It's a cut extrude. I don't want this cut extrude to go the whole way through. I'm going to use an offset from surface. So I'll select that bottom surface, and I want to offset it up 1/4 of an inch. So you can see my cut is going until 1/4 of an inch before the bottom of my part. I can go ahead and select OK. I've now completed the rough geometry for this part. The last step is to add my fillets. So I'll select Feature and then Fillet. I want to add a 1/8 fillet. I'll simply select the chain around the bottom of that profile, around the top. This top chain here, this bottom chain here. And I can then select OK. And that concludes my part. I hope it was a help.